first filled up my form, and then I was like, I'm not sure about this. Can I think for another month? And then Emily said, okay, get ready. And then when you are ready, you call me. And then exactly a month later, that was in March. So in April, I spoke to Emily and I decided to join. It was, I was a bit nervous, to be honest, because I've tried a few things before. And for me, it was just so hard to adapt all my life into something that would work for me. But then Emily was very reassuring on the phone, and I thought, like, you know, it's now or never for me. I needed to get into it and change my habits. So that's what I did. And then I started in April, Easter weekend. And I've been there now, what, 6 months, 8 months now. And I've lost 13 kilos by now. Everything, I didn't stop to do anything. I mean, I think on the first or the second month, my husband said, should we have fish and chips? And I thought, like, oh my God, I don't know if I can. And then I contacted my coach and she said, well, this is going to be a bit tricky. I said, well, I can have a child's portion. And she said, that's brilliant. That's really good. If you can reduce a little bit more the chips and all the stuff. And that's what I did. And lots of these situations happened when I just contacted a coach, and they always have a look at the menu. I never stopped going out with my friends. I never stopped having takeaways or anything. Of course, you don't have the same load you had before, but you are more adaptable in what you have to be more adaptable in what you order as well. But you have a lot of recipes at home. Emily has lasagna, has chili con carne, has loads burgers. We do the burgers all the time. And my husband, today we had the burgers for lunch, and he was like, did you make this? And I said, yes. I said, it really looks good. And I did it was a turkey burger, and I do more turkey now because the meat is better. And to be honest, I don't feel much the difference between the beef and the turkey. So yes, and the other thing is the the exercises. When I started, we were in lockdown, so the coach adapted for me to do at home, and I did it 4 times a week, and that was very good. But then I moved on to the gym, which for me was great. I really enjoyed moving into the gym, and I was a little bit worried to go back into lockdown, but until now it's working fine for me. And yes, and we get a get together on Wednesdays with Emily when the webinar, which I love because I have 2 kids, and usually it's my hour, an hour and a half that is just for me. I try as most I can to like be just me and not be interrupted. So that's really nice. And there's loads of subjects that Emily brings around, and is really good. And the coaches are always there for you. And I love the Facebook group. I must say, I think that's for me is the most important thing. Everybody's on the same boat. We all have the same goals, you know. And some people in the beginning, when I first joined, and I thought like, oh my God, everybody here looks so good. But people are in different stages in their transformation. So you're probably going to look at me and think like, oh, but she doesn't look she has far to go, but I've came a long way. So you will see loads of people that is just started, and loads of people give incentives and participating with their progress. So it's really good. You know, is a reminder. If you have a bad week, not a bad week, it's not that they say, but like if you had a week that you didn't follow the plan, that's fine. The following week, the Monday, you regroup and you just carry on. And I think now we post as well our wins in the group. So now if I go to the restaurant, I really have a look in the menu. Before I was very much set in stone, and I would go in, let's say in a Pizza Express, and I always would order the same thing. Or if I go to a Thai, I would always order the same thing. And nowadays, with the help of the coaches, I try different things, which is great, and discover new things. And when I go to some restaurants, I think I can pick it better. So let's say I always have a veg or a salad, which I like, I always did, on the side. and eat less chips. But never stop eating what I really like, you know. I really never stopped eating. I just, every week we do a form and we say like 2 things we've changed. You would say that you needed to change or you changed in the last week. And my last week one was like, I always did the plate for my husband and me the same size. And I have to think like, no, he's much bigger than me. And my plate has to be less food than his. So this is now my comparison. Or like I put far more greens and salads for me because I like, and he likes too, but he always leaves behind because it's not what he really likes. So I prefer to put it more for me and then for him. So yeah, you as along you go in your shop what he really likes. So I prefer to put it more for me and then for him. So yeah, you as along you go in your transformation, you're gonna adapt into the things that will work for you. But I don't think you should be worried because Emily and her team is always there for you. And it's a great process. And you'll find the group is extremely helpful. The Facebook group is really, really good. So I really hope I'll see you there. And I'll catch up. Bye.